Hey Virgo, welcome to Lady of the Unknown Oracle. My name is Sophie. I am so happy to have you here with me. If you are brand new to the channel, welcome. I hope you enjoy your message. If you do, please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave a comment down below. I would love to know how you're doing. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for your love and support. You make what I do possible. Thank you for allowing me to connect with you once again. Virgo, we're going to go ahead and jump straight into your reading, my love. Please remember that this is a general reading, so this may or may not resonate with your current situation, okay? If you find that the messages that appear in today's reading really do not coincide at all with the details of your current experience, then feel free to ignore, okay? Then it's just not your situation. We're not tapping into your storyline, and that's okay, okay? But do not take it, do not force the pieces to fit if this is not your story. Okay, for others of you though, this is really going to resonate, right? We'll hit the nail on the head, so to speak, and you'll find that this resonates with your situation quite closely. And if that is the case, I hope to provide you the clarity and guidance that you seek moving forward. We will be doing an extended reading after this one, after the general reading, where I will leave the link for the extended in the description box down below, as well as pinned to the top of the comment section down below, along with a link to my personal reading system, my personal booking system, in case you would like to book a reading with me. And in the extended, okay, at the end of our general reading together, we tend to pinpoint exactly what we're going to go into in the extended reading. But typically, if other energies appear, we'll see kind of what their emotions are towards you, what their intentions are towards you, the advice moving through the situation, and how to stay in alignment, right, with your greatest path, as well as what the long-term outcome is going to look like as a result of this situation, the end of the situation, with or without any people that are currently here. So again, we'll get really specific as we get to the end of the reading and see what reveals itself. All right, so Virgo, let's go ahead and see what's going on. So just like in our previous readings, I went ahead and pulled the oracle on my own, but you and I will be pulling from the tarot together. Okay, now we have here orphaned with fork in the road. So Virgo, whatever this is, you are the one here feeling orphaned. Why? Because I pulled as well, okay, the main female is who came out with orphaned. All right, when I tried to clarify. What's interesting is we've got a real pair here. So when I asked about this fork in the road, okay, this question, right, where do I go next? It clarified with the main male and change. So either this main masculine energy has changed their direction, and that's forcing you to change what you've decided to do with the connection itself. This could be this person is moving out, right? This change could be physical. It can be just, emotionally, this person has had a change of heart, and now you are forced to also have a change of heart. I went and clarified what this change is, and it clarified to be thief and lovers. So some of you are connecting with a Gemini, but it feels to me like, regardless of sign, this person is someone who you've had romantic dealings with, but there was something here that they've been selfish, or at least that's how you're perceiving the situation. Okay, now it could be this person has had multiple lovers outside of your connection, and that is what is making them appear to be a thief, which is fair to say if you guys agreed on monogamy, right? So it's just, they took something that you weren't willing to part with, and that's the issue. They said one thing, they said yes, Virgo, this is us, we are a team, this is what we're going to achieve and build together, and instead they went the other way with it. Okay, they shared resources with somebody else, or at the very least, they are deciding to invest their resources in a different way altogether that is now forcing you to look at the situation with a completely new set of eyes. And you're like, you know what? I really don't think that this is what I want to do. Actually, thanks for asking me, or not, right? It could be something as drastic as somebody, this being your counterpart and you guys agreeing to stay in America, and now they've taken a job in Europe. Right? And that was not what the plan was, right? As an example, it's just this person really just, there was a disregard for how you were feeling about the situation. And now it's forced you to look at this completely differently, because it's left you feeling orphaned. It's left you feeling isolated, abandoned, alone, right? Physically for some, for others of you, it's just emotionally, right? Now it's like, I'm hearing it's not fair. Right? It was supposed to work. You, Virgo, were willing to do everything by the book. You were willing to do everything exactly to the T. You were dedicated. You were committed. You sacrificed. You compromised. And in the end, it wasn't enough. This person still is taking. They're just taking. They're stealing the life out of you. They're taking the essence out of your connection. And it's not fair. Right? So feel free to swap around the energies per masculine and feminine, what you identify with personally, Virgo. I know I'm not speaking to only feminine Virgos out there. If you are this Virgo masculine energy, right? Whatever this is that you are deciding to do differently in this connection, it's affecting your feminine counterpart very negatively and making them reconsider what you guys have. Okay, so be very careful. There might not be enough communication between you, or the communication here is clear enough, and you know, you guys are just reconsidering where you're going with this, right? But someone's feeling left out in the cold for sure. For the majority of Virgos though, I do feel like it's for you, masculine or feminine. So let's see what's going on for Virgo, please. What's going on for Virgo? Let's see. Okay, overarching energy is the Hermit, you, right? So you're in isolation. This is the epitome of what you're feeling, this fork in the road energy, right? And for some of you, it's the shadow side of the Hermit is to feel orphaned. Even though you bring it upon yourself to separate yourself from the crowd so that you can get a little bit of solitude, it goes above and beyond, right? When you start to use that solitude as a means of escape, to not confront your fears of being rejected or your fears of, you know, exploring the unknown, right? It's so much better when the unknown, when you can go back within your own mind and escape to information that you already have knowledge on, right? Experiences that you already have knowledge on, I should say. So be very careful, Virgo, okay? Because for as much as this person is making you feel unwanted, do not adopt this behavior, right? If this is the behavior you have to adopt in the name of self-preservation and inner stability, do it. But make sure that this isn't something that you project onto future relationships, because I feel like there's something deeply disturbing and something just very traumatic about what's happening here. And I feel like you're in a very vulnerable place right now, Virgo, where if you're not careful with how you temper your thoughts, you could really subject yourself to the kind of mindset that is going to forbid love from coming in later down the road. Because you will literally, you will embody this Hermit energy, and you won't want to connect with people, which is not you. You're very warm. You're a very warm person. So you shouldn't give this person or anyone really the victory of knowing that something hurts you so much that the effects last with you for the rest of your lifetime. No one gets to win you that way, right? Coming in, you've got the Ace of Swords. So again, there's a realization. It's funny because even with this fork in the road, this is just letting me know that you already know exactly what you want to do. It's just a matter of pulling the trigger on it. Right? Yep. The challenge is the Chariot. What did we just say? You know, in theory, what it is you want. The challenge is literally moving out of it. For some of you, this is getting in your chariot and moving away, or just whatever this shift needs to look like. There's distance that needs to be between you and this person now. And you know that. Oh. Virgo, you are so in my cards right now. The Six of Swords on your mind. If the world comes up, I'm going to get up from this chair. So yeah, the Five of Pentacles. So you are feeling this, orphaned, left out in the cold. Absolutely. Absolutely, baby. And you know what? For what it's worth, what this person is putting you through, it's understandable. And I think that in spite of all of this, the fact that you are coming in with your energy, standing strong, standing tall with your head up, that says a lot to your character. And I wouldn't, this person, whoever, whatever it is that they're trying to get out of you, and the truth is, this person may not, they're coming in with as a thief, but the truth is, the only fault there might be in this whole situation is the fact that there was an incompatibility issue earlier on that wasn't brought to light. And now, you guys, unfortunately, the stakes are higher, and these types of decisions, a lot more is being lost than if you were to just have been upfront with each other at the beginning. Okay, so because even though thief is here, I don't feel like this person is a particularly, you know, malicious person. I don't think they're going out of their way to be malevolent presence in your life, you know, but it doesn't take away the fact that what they're doing is changing everything so much so that it's hurting you, and it's hurting probably other people involved. If you guys are married and, you know, have dependents, depending on how maturely you handle this, it could affect them as well. But again, kids are very smart, Virgo. And I think you and I have had a conversation like this in one of my very first readings on the channel. Your children are warriors, okay? If they're your children, they are warriors. So it's about, they look to see how the adults handle the situation. So as long as mom and dad are being cordial and there's no disrespect, and they see that conflict can be handled well, that's what they're going to take away from it. And they understand that the blame, the reason for everything happening isn't them, right? That you guys still love them, things like that, right? The psychology of it. Over time, they'll put the pieces together and realize that you can still be friends and not living under the same roof, as an example, okay? In your environment right now, there's a little bit of research going on, but you yourself see yourself as justice. You could have Libra very strong in your chart, but not necessarily. You've got the Queen of Swords. So Virgo, this is kind of jumping off from the last reading we did together, I feel. There's I promised that I would, so I just had to. I'm just saying. I should be like Lulu and have the bell, right? Just, it's too early to ring the bell, y'all. I love Lulu. House of Oshun. If you haven't gone to her channel, you should definitely check it out. She is so funny. But anyway, I digress. So, going back, Virgo. This is definitely, this feels very reminiscent of the last reading we did a couple of weeks ago. And, you know, it's all up to you. It's always been up to you. But I do feel that at this point, you're about ready to break away. Okay? There's nothing here that you did wrong. I want to reiterate that. I feel like whatever this is, and for the majority of signs where I see issues, you know, where I see closure like this, I feel like what it is naturally incompatible individuals, right? Maybe initially they weren't incompatible, but over time they changed and made it so. One person stopped putting in effort. And again, it's not your fault. You are not obligated to deal in an unhappy situation for the sake of somebody else. What about you? It doesn't make you selfish to consider yourself, because the truth is, anyone who loves you will be considering you just the same. And if they're not, then shame on them. Okay? So I don't want you to fall into this self-blame, right? Because you're so sweet, and you can be a little predisposed to that. All right, you can be a little predisposed to that sort of mindset if you're not careful. But listen, on your mind, you've got the Six of Wands with the Five of Pentacles in your heart space. All right, so you are coming out of a dark place. You understand that whatever is happening right now is outside of your control. Does it make you any less bitter? No, you're still really upset by the way all of this is panning out, but there's a clarity here. You understand that you're not going to stand for this, and you know the day is coming where you're going to have to pack your bag and leave. You understand that you are not, for as much as this hurts and for as much as you can't imagine what life is going to look like after this chapter closes, you understand and you've made peace with the fact that you can't. This is not something you're willing to deal with anymore. In your recent past, you had the Seven of Swords. So there might have been an attempt made, right? A kind of, you know, a kind of half-assed attempt on someone's part to do what they can just to kind of see if something here could be revived. But that didn't happen. For others of you, this was about having come into knowledge of some hidden intentions, hidden emotions, hidden people for some of you. All right. Ooh. Almost breaking my cards, because we do have, right, we have the Two of Pentacles. We have the Two of Pentacles in the clarifiers, along with the Page of Pentacles, a Queen of Pentacles. You know, we've got the Queen of Swords, a Libra here, Leo, Aries, Sag. So we've got multiple Cancer. You know, we have multiple presences here that can be indicative of other people, other people's involvement. And coming in, you've got this Leo, Aries, Sag, someone that you're connecting with, or just this King of King of Wands. So let me just see who or what this is. I feel like this is you. I feel like this is you, Virgo. Doesn't matter. Male, female, you know, it really does not matter. But there's this masculine energy. What's so valuable about it? Yeah. What's so valuable about it is that you can use that energy to fuel the chariot moving forward. So this distance that you have to cover to come out of this situation, you're going to take action. There's nothing about this that's going to scare you very much anymore. In your fears, you have the Nine of Swords, right? So there is going to be an instant where you're afraid that you're afraid that this is going to haunt you. The decision you've made to leave a situation and not try any further is just going to haunt you, because you yourself are in this space of the justice energy. But you're right. So you want to do what's fair, and you know what's fair, and you know that for you to be in a place that feels more balanced, it has to look like you leaving the situation. That's the only way to get your bearings from this. But despite that certainty, you're still feeling kind of like, right? Like, I know this is what I'm supposed to be doing, but how sure am I? All right. So with this King of Wands, right? Could be a Sagittarius specifically that you're connecting with. If that is the case, be very careful. This person may try to guilt you into, into believing that this tower moment was brought on by something you did or something you said, right? That it was because you couldn't maintain the balance somewhere, that this person had to take it upon themselves to change the situation, right? And not consider you, not confide in you. You got the Five of Swords with the Tower and Temperance. So it's just like this person, whoever this if this is a person, this King of Wands, this Leo, Aries, Sag, very strong Sagittarian energy here. Could be a Scorpio as well, but strong Sagittarius. This person is just, they're trying to manipulate the way things went down and trying to make it seem like you're the one that has to make amends. Like, okay, yeah, we can end this, we can sever ties, but at the end of the day, you're the one that's going to have to pay for more because I'm not the one that asked for the divorce. When it's like, you literally, right, Virgo, you're looking at this person, you're like, you literally made it impossible to live with you. So I'm the one that served you papers, and therefore it makes everything my fault. How does that even make sense? How does that even make sense when you're the one that cheated on me, right? Something like that. It's like ridiculous, right? You see right through what they're telling you, but they're trying you. They're trying to play you for a fool here, right? If you look just outside of this Temperance energy being anyone else, or this Scorpionic energy with the Tower, without this Sagittarius, without this this King of Wands energy being a person outside of you, this could be you, where you're going to be placed in a position coming in, right, in the near future, you're going to be placed in a position where someone is going to try to manipulate you into staying in this situation. I know I said it already, but some of you could really be dealing with a Gemini, because we did a reading for Gemini right before this one, and there was a bunch of energies there, Virgo included, that the outcome had the Five of Swords in it. So you might have Gemini placements in your chart, or connecting very closely with a Gemini, because you guys share Mercury, right? Virgo and Gemini. So you might have those energies in common, where someone's going to try you, right? Or someone's thinking about getting the upper hand here. So just be aware of that, okay? It might overlap. But the Five of Swords, someone's going to try your intellect, Virgo. Someone's going to try to make it seem like something here was your fault. And what's going to happen is you're going to come in with the Tower, and you're going to say, like, I don't think so. Let me just lay the facts out real quick. And then you're going to be able to reestablish harmony very quickly afterwards, because you, coming in with this fiery energy, have no time to dilly-dally. Like, you're going to come in and say, okay, what you're saying is cute, but let me just pull out these text messages, or let me just pull out, you know, the contract of our marriage. Let me unroll this prenup real quick, you know, kind of like that, where you're prepared, Virgo, is all I'm trying to say. You are prepared for what this person is going to try to make seem as your fault. In your environment with the Page of Swords, you're already in this mindset of preparing yourself to leave. Like, that's the thing. You're already talking with people. You're already, you know, making calls. You're already setting up meetings, making appointments. Like, you already know what's coming, and you know who you're with. You know the attitude of this person. You know what they're going to try to do, and you're in this mode of preparing yourself. In your in your clarifiers, right? You've got the Two of Pentacles with the Page of Pentacles, with the World and the Queen of Pentacles. For me, this reads like for many of you, you're just leaving a commitment behind and you're giving yourself an opportunity to start over. You have a multitude of options in front of you. It's a little bit difficult trying to come out of this situation while rebuilding your life anew. And in that sense, you might be feeling more like a page than a queen, but that's okay because you have everything you need to start over. This is a brand new chapter for you. One that you feel no matter how you know, disorganized you might feel from the jump, you are going to very quickly regain your footing. That's just you, Virg. That's just you, right? So let me see, what is this Queen of Swords energy coming in as the outcome? Four of Swords, okay. So just some meditation, you're thinking, right? Going within. Eight of Cups, cutting things loose, the Devil, absolutely. And the Two of Wands, overarching energy, strength. Could be a person, but I feel like this is more of your fortitude, right? You're finding that sweet spot between wanting to bust out of this relationship like a bat out of hell, and you know, versus doing things the right way and making sure that everyone's needs are taken care of and making sure you don't burn any bridges and stuff like that, right? Like you could just leave and get on a plane right now, but you have to put in your 2 weeks and you have to, you know what I'm saying? So as much as you would love to just give everyone the finger and just say, you know what, forget you. You're just in this space of, you know, thinking about the long term, right? You know you don't want to be in this devil energy anymore. You're walking away, right? You're thinking about how best to do this, but you've already emotionally detached yourself from this. And the only thing that's holding you back at this point is making a decision. You know this is not for you. You're on your way out. The tower is being dropped. Anyone that tries to blame it on you, you're prepared to put them back in their place. It's not even an issue, right? The anxiety definitely eats you up every now and then, but again, it doesn't matter. It's not playing into whether or not you're staying. You've decided you're going to be on your own, and that's just how things need to be for you to regain your own footing. But there is again, the fork in the road energy here. Which way do you go from here? That's all it is. Where do you go from here? All right, where do you go from here? So we're gonna leave this here, and we'll actually we'll cover that question in the extended. Where do you go from here? What's the best course of action to take? We'll cover that in the extended. We'll also look into this person that you're connecting with. Okay, the person that you're connecting with right now. How do they feel towards you? You know, are they apologetic? Are they wanting to manipulate, right? What are their intentions towards you? What the best course of action will be for you moving out of this situation? And what is the long-term outcome looking like for you after this situation is resolved? So does this person try to come back? Is there new love coming in? What's going to happen is whatever the strongest messages that will be most important for you at the time will come up. So new loves possibly, if this is for career, right? How you're going to get your money back up and all of that. Things like stability and love are most likely what's going to come up in the long-term outcome to see what happens after this gets washed away, right? So Virgo, I love you so very much. Thank you for allowing me to connect with you this way. I am so appreciative. If you would like to join us over in the extended, I would be so ecstatic. The link for the extended is in the description box below, as well as pinned to the top of the comment section down below. I will see you there if you choose to join me there. Otherwise, I will see you in the next set of readings. If you feel like this really resonated and helped you moving forward, please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave a comment down below. And until next time, Virgo, I love you so very much. Thank you again. Mwah! I'll see you later. Bye.